with your CIGTV News Update. I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us. Cayman Islands Premier, the Honorable Alden McLaughlin, was admitted to the Georgetown Hospital with severe stomach pains on Monday and has undergone surgery to remove a kidney stone. Now, the Premier felt unwell earlier in the day and was admitted to hospital where the diagnosis was made. Following a routine surgery, the Premier was in recovery and resting comfortably. Premier McLaughlin tells us the doctor kept me in hospital overnight to make sure everything is as it should be. They have also ordered a couple days of rest, following which I hope to be back in office by the end of the week. Deputy Premier, the Honorable Moses Colonel, has been appointed to act during the interim period while the Premier recovers. He says, my colleagues in Cabinet join me in wishing the Premier a full and speedy recovery, and we look forward to his return, said Mr. Colonel. Well, since last week, we've been bringing you news on the draft culture and heritage policy and plan. Today, hear what Ministry of Culture Deputy Chief Officer Nancy Bernard has to say it means to her.
But this was work that was started before. About 12 to 15 years ago, there were 3 people in the then Ministry of Culture, the then Chief Officer Carson Ebanks, Patrice Donalds and Susan Barnes, now deceased. They all worked very, very hard on this. And so what we did was dusted that off and looked at that work that they did and looked at the Constitution and the Vision 2008 and other policies, national policies and plans. And we worked on this together with over 70 people, 12 on a steering committee and the rest of them on 6 subcommittees. It means to me that we're going to be able to finally have our visions, our dreams and our hopes and protect our heritage and the Caymanian heritage and culture and promulgate it in the light of so much development and in the light of the fact that we're number 4 out of 222 countries in the world in terms of rate of migration, 2016 statistics, that we will be able to balance that development and that rate of migration by protecting and promulgating our culture and heritage. It's vital because of the fact that we have such a massive rate of migration, again, 4 out of 222 countries in the world. We have 50% of our population are Caymanian, the other 50% are guest workers, and of the 50% that are Caymanian, about 30 to 40% of us who are Caymanian are newer Caymanians, not maybe generations back. So we have to be very, very careful and protective of the nuances and the fact of how people feel who go back several generations. It means that houses that are being knocked down for development, we can amend or create new legislation to protect that built heritage, intangible heritage, sectors, industries and crafts that are dying out, we can bring them back. It means putting the finances and the human resources and mainly the value behind culture and heritage. This is not an add-on. If you live and you have health and well-being and food and shelter, but you're not going home to recreate and to live our culture and heritage, what are you actually living for? So it's very, very exciting.
And we will bring you more on the draft policy on Wednesday. Well, on Monday, the signing ceremony for the outline business case contract for what will be the new Sunrise Adult Training Facility project took place. Ryder Levitt Bucknell Cayman Limited was the successful bidder from the tendering process held late last year. Ryder Levitt Bucknell's consultancy expertise includes both local and international expertise in the development of construction and specialized facilities that is envisioned for the new Sunrise Center. Although it is expected that this project will be a private-public endeavor, the guidance outlined in the OBC will best advise the government on the key decision points and stakeholders required to move the project onto the next phase. It will also assist with providing key financial information on the estimated budget allocations required to start, complete, and maintain such a facility. Shari Smith of the ministry says, I'm very excited to be at this phase of our project. I look forward to working with the consultants on the development of the OBC and ensuring that the needs of the stakeholders are a primary focus. Well, if you missed our news update today, you can get all the details on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a very safe night, and hope you'll join me back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.